Doing these things will help heal your femininity, and then you'll be slowly but surely on your way to becoming the woman God destined you to be.
For God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. 2 Timothy 1:7.
Hey girl, hey, I'm Sky.Onjahnae. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back to all my homegirls. So let's jump right into this video. And I'm going to start by telling you to rest. Okay? As a feminine woman, as a woman, period, and honestly, as a human being, we need rest. God even rested on the seventh day. Okay? So why do some of us feel like we can just go, 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 work, 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 and do everything for everybody and never stop moving? It doesn't make sense. I used to be like that as well. My friends, even sometimes a little bit. I'm still working on the rest thing myself, but my friends would be like, girl, calm down. You're always working. My boyfriend would be like, put your phone down. You're always working. But I have learned to rest. I could rest more, but we give ourselves grace. We take things one step at a time, baby steps, because this is not a race. It is a lifestyle. It is a journey, and nothing's going to happen overnight. So give yourself grace in that. If you are a woman who does not know how to rest, listen. You need some rest. Resting is a way we take care of ourselves, which leads me into the next thing is self-care. It doesn't have to be extravagant self-care thing. I have a whole video of 25 self-care ideas that you can watch right after you watch this one. Don't go nowhere. Watch this video. Then you can go watch that one. But that applies to physically and mentally. I know a lot of times, especially on social media, when it comes to self-care, people are always talking about like the beauty aspect, like going to get your nails done, your hair done, massages, all of that. While those things are great, don't get me wrong, those things are great, but self-care can just be just stopping and taking a deep breath. Let's take one together. That just relieves some tension, some stress. It gathers your mind, it gathers you, gives you a chance to stop and pause. So self-care is mentally and physically. Again, go watch that video. I have a list of 25 self-care ideas, and I start with mental health self-care, because at the end of the day, you can do all the beauty things for your outer appearance and your exterior, but if your inside, like your heart and your body, those things are not right, then you're not necessarily taking care of yourself. Remember, our body is just a temple. You need to take care of that, yes, but you need to feed your soul, feed your spirit, feed your mind, okay? Speaking of feeding your soul, you need to do some type of spending time with God, okay? I say this often, that a Christian woman and a feminine woman, they are one and the same. There is no difference. So every single day, you need to find some time to spend with God. He woke you up. He put food on your table. He put clothes on your back. He keeps you safe. All of these things that he does for you, you owe him time. Like, he wants a relationship with you. And that is part of doing a self-care thing for yourself. You're feeding your spirit. You're feeding your soul. You're feeding your mind. And simply Bible studying alone, spending time with the Lord alone. So try to implement that every day, because that not only is going to feed you spiritually, mentally, it's going to help your day-to-day become better. I don't know about you, for those of you who wake up in the morning and spend time with God, that's what I try to do. I try to read my Bible every morning, first thing. Sometimes I don't do that every time. Like I said, it's a process, it's a journey. I give myself grace in that. But I notice the times where I do get up and the first thing I do is Bible study or spend time with God, the rest of my day is so much more peaceful. Okay, I'm so much more mellow. I'm so much more happier, and I know it's because of God. While God handles the spiritual and all things that's working on the inside of us, the things we can do every single day to help our exterior and also, our overall health, is doing some type of activity. Be active, like going to the gym, going for a walk, doing something. Now, I try to get to the gym at least 5 times a week because I'm trying to unbig this back, okay? Now, there are times where I don't go every day like I want to, and I try not to be hard on myself, because I remember it was a time where I wasn't going to the gym at all. I was just paying to just pay, just to throw money at the gym, like was not going. So even days when I don't go to the gym, I'm walking up and down the stairs. Like, I catch myself doing my RDOs in the bathroom while I'm waiting for the water to get hot. Some type of activity every single day, get the blood flowing to make you healthier, have a better overall lifestyle. Now, this is something that you don't necessarily have to do every single day unless this is what you like to do. I personally do not do it every day, but I do a majority of the day. That's journaling. Journaling helps me gather my thoughts. I journal my prayers. I journal when I'm going through something, because sometimes when you're just sitting and thinking about it, it can really stress you out. And getting it out on getting it out on paper really helps to clear your mind. So speaking of journaling, me and the Lord have teamed up to give you a gratitude prayer journal, and it is called She Blooms. You can purchase this on Amazon. Y'all, I have been working on this since March, and when I tell you it has been stressful, but seeing it now, I am just so elated, because when he first put this on my heart and told me to do this, I was just like, I'm not an author. I can't make a journal, but to actually see it and there was a time where I couldn't even think how this would even be possible, and to actually physically have it in my hand. And I'm so excited myself to start working on this, because listen, while I was making it, I was like, oh, girl, you need this too. So yes, I will link that down in the description for you to purchase on Amazon. It really help you self-reflect, spend time in God's presence, as well as build your confidence, build your femininity, and just help you rest in the woman that God destined you to be. I know a lot of people actually really love to journal, so this will be a really good gift for your daughters, your cousins, your sister, any woman in your life. So speaking of doing things you love, that's also what you need. You need to find something that you love and do something every single day that brings you joy. This world is so crazy right now. We need to be doing stuff that makes us feel a little good, okay? Like, I like to nap. I'm not even gonna hold you. I will take a nap, honey, okay? My friends be like, all you do is sleep. I don't, but that is not all I do. I just happen to like to take a nap. And if I have time to nap, I'm going to nap, okay? Every single day, we need to find some type of way to do some mind-shifting tactics. A lot of times the enemy is in our head telling us what we can do, who we aren't, despite what God has already said, and sometimes that can really weigh on us. So we need to practice certain tactics to help shift our mind in a more positive light and a more joyful spirit. One thing that I do is I have made several declarations for myself based off scripture. One of those that I do say, like, especially when it came to making this journal, the enemy was like, girl, you can't do it. You are not an author. No one cares what you have to say. This isn't going to help people. But God had already confirmed it for me, so I had to put my armor of God on. And I came up with my own declaration from several scriptures, and that is, I have no spirit of fear, because the Lord is guiding me on ways to choose, and my feet will not be hindered, because He is a lamp to my feet. That was a tongue twister almost a little bit, because I almost couldn't get it out. But yes, make sure you're speaking things, like speaking scriptures, speak affirmations over yourself. That way, when it becomes a habit that you do daily, you'll be able to fight the enemy, fight your own self who's trying to tell you what you can and cannot do. You'll be able to combat that, because you have the word in you. You have been telling yourself, oh, you're beautiful. You look at yourself in the mirror and you just compliment yourself. Doing these things every single day will slowly but surely start to shift your mind, because the words that we say, our mouth is powerful, and our minds and our mouth are our minds, mouth, and our heart are connected. So when you start speaking these things, you'll start to believe them in your mind, and you eventually start to believe them in your heart. So get in the routine of speaking positive to yourself. That brings me to the next point. Get some type of routine. A routine will help really develop your discipline. We all need discipline in some area. You could have a routine when it comes to your skincare. Like I think I'm finally getting a really solid skincare, and I can't wait to, I use it for a little while so I can show you all my skincare routine. But a morning routine, a night routine, a gym routine, some type of routine thing that you can do every single day, because that'll help build your discipline. Another thing that you should be doing every single day and to build this habit is to speak to someone you love every day. It does not have to be a long, drawn out conversation. No, you can just send a simple text message to show your appreciation, show your love. Like I talk to my best friends pretty much every day, almost every day. I talk to my mom every day. Like I talk to my people that I love and hold dearly every single day, or at least some type of communication with them every day. Talking to the people you love just really makes you feel good and it puts you in a better mindset. If you were going through something or you've been thinking about something, you talk to somebody you love, maybe you're venting to them, or maybe you're just talking to them to get your mind off it. That'll help you start to build that joy back. Well, God, the joy comes from God, but you will build that happiness. Speaking to someone that you love every single day will help you build that community, help you build that mindset of, oh, let me show love, because if you're talking to them often, it'll be easier for you to show love to strangers. And as a feminine woman, we are loving creatures. We are the people who spread love, light, joy, all of these things. And you also, this is one that's very important. This is like second to spending time with God, but stimulating your mind. We need to be doing something every single day that stimulates our mind. So first of all, if you're someone who scrolls on social media far too long and far too often, take a step back, stop scrolling. Try reading a book. I'm always researching something or Googling something, how to do something. And honestly, what you're doing right now, learning how to better yourself by watching this video and watching all of my other videos on my channel, you're stimulating your mind through that as well, because it's not mindless entertainment. I'm showing you how to walk into the woman that God destined you to be. I'm showing you how to build that feminine aspect and bring that out and how to nurture that. So thank you all so much if you made it all the way to the end of this video. And thank you so much for following at least one of my tips, which is stimulating your mind, which is what you're doing right now. So thank you all so much, and I will see you in my next video.